Paul is on vacation, and I am up in Michigan in Sutton's Bay, and it's beautiful. And I am here with a friend today, and she brought a special book because we never go anywhere without a book, even on vacation. And so my friend speaks Spanish, and so Miss Paula is going to read the book Diego in English, and she's going to read it to you in Spanish. You ready for this adventure? Let's go. Deep down in the mountains of Mexico, there was a town called Guanajuato.
No, then I'll read the page, right? Okay. Good morning. En la profundidad de las montañas de México había un pueblo que se llamaba Guanajuato.
And in Guanajuato, there were two happy parents. They were happy because they had twin sons, Diego and Carlos. Carlos soon fell ill and died. He was not even 2 years old.
Y en Guanajuato había unos padres felices porque tuvieron hijos gemelos, Diego y Carlos. Pero pronto Carlos se enfermó y murió. Ni siquiera tenía 2 años.
This left poor Diego all alone. Then he fell ill just like his brother. The doctor told his parents he should have a nurse. They found a woman named Antonia. She was an Indian healer. Antonia took young Diego to her hut in the mountains. There was fresh air and there was sunlight.
Esto dejó solo al pobre Diego. Después él también se enfermó, como su hermano. El doctor les dijo a sus padres que Diego debería tener una enfermera. Encontraron a una mujer que se llamaba Antonia. Era una curandera indígena. Antonia llevó a Diego a su cabaña en las montañas. Allí había aire puro. Había mucha luz.
Wonder what's going to happen. Do you think he'll get better up in the mountains? I don't know. We'll find out. Her hut was very small, but it was a good place for Diego. Can you see the hut? And inside there were magical things. There was an altar with candles and little dolls. There were all sorts of herbs and dried fruits, and Antonio used these in her healing.
Su cabaña era muy pequeña, pero era ideal para Diego. Adentro había cosas mágicas. Había un altar con velas y muñecas pequeñas. Había todo tipo de hierbas y de frutas secas. Antonia las usaba en sus curaciones.
Even while Diego slept, he breathed the vapors of her medicinal herbs. And during the day, he played in the jungle, and the animals were his friends. That looks fun, doesn't it?
Un día Diego silbó y un loro le respondió. El loro llegó a ser su mascota. Diego se puso fuerte y sano. Era tiempo de regresar a casa.
One day, Diego whistled back. A parrot whistled back. The parrot became his pet. Diego grew strong and healthy, and it was time for him to go home.
Como un regalo de bienvenida, sus padres le dieron gises de colores. Diego dibujaba por todos lados, hasta en las paredes. Tanto le encantaba dibujar que su padre le construyó un taller. Las paredes estaban cubiertas de pizarrones. Diego dibujaba y dibujaba y dibujaba. Hizo murales que cubrieron todo el cuarto.
For a homecoming present, his parents gave him some colored chalk. Diego drew everywhere, even on the walls. I know a lot of you out there like to draw on the sidewalks. And he loved to draw so much his father made him a studio. The walls were covered with blackboards. Diego drew and drew and drew, making murals that covered the whole room. Diego had a hard time at school. All day long he daydreamed. And when he got home, he played with toy soldiers he had made all by himself. 5,000 of them.
A Diego se le hacía difícil estar en la escuela. Se pasaba el día soñando despierto. Al regresar de la escuela, jugaba con los soldaditos que él mismo había hecho. Y eran 5,000.
He loved everything that was colorful. He loved to go to church just to see the little paintings on the walls. And his parents finally sent him to school. He was several years younger than any of the other students. It was an honor.
Le gustaba todo lo pintoresco. Le gustaba ir a la iglesia solo para ver los cuadritos en las paredes. Finalmente sus padres lo mandaron a una escuela de arte. Era el más chico entre los estudiantes. Era un honor.
But art school was boring for Diego. He didn't want to draw for models. He wanted to paint real life. So he did. Whatever he saw, he painted. He painted people on the Day of the Dead. This is a day when people think about people they love who have died.
Pero a Diego le aburría la escuela de arte. No quería dibujar modelos, sino que quería pintar la vida real. Y así lo hizo. Lo que veía lo pintaba. Él pintaba a la gente en el Día de los Muertos. Este es un día en el que la gente piense en sus seres queridos que han muerto.
He painted people at the fiestas. These are special days when people wear colorful masks and dance through the streets. One day, Diego did a horrible thing. He saw real soldiers shooting down, striking workers. But he painted that too. It was what he saw.
Pintaba a la gente en las fiestas. Estos son días en que la gente se pone máscaras de colores y bailan en las calles. Un día Diego vio algo horrible. Vio a soldados auténticos que disparaban contra los obreros de una huelga. También a ellos los pintó, pero era lo que veía.
Diego didn't like everything he saw. You know, guys, I don't either sometimes. And that's why he helped the poor people fight their war for equality. They were fighting for fair wages and a better life. Diego loved his people more than anything, almost. The thing he loved most was painting. That's why he went to Paris, the art center of the world. But in Paris, all he thought about was Mexico.
A Diego no le gustaba todo lo que veía, y es por eso que ayudaba a la gente en la lucha por la igualdad. Ellos luchaban por tener salarios justos y una vida mejor. Diego quería a su pueblo más que nada, o casi, porque lo que él más quería era pintar. Y por eso se fue a París, al Centro Mundial del Arte. Pero en París, lo único que pensaba era en México.
Ooh. I love his colorful paintings. Then Diego went to Italy. He saw beautiful murals inside churches. They gave him ideas, and he couldn't wait to turn his paintings, his ideas into paintings back in Mexico.
Diego luego fue a Italia. Vio murales bonitos adentro de las iglesias. Esto le dio algunas ideas. Le urgía volver a México y pintar esas ideas.
And that's when he started painting the murals that made him famous. His murals told the story of the Mexican people. Day and night, Diego painted. His friends had to climb up a ladder just to see him.
Fue entonces cuando empezó a pintar los murales que le hicieron famoso. Sus murales contaban la historia del pueblo mexicano. Diego pintaba día y noche. Sus amigos tenían que subir por una escalera para verlo.
But one day, he got so tired, he fell asleep and he fell off the scaffolding. That's like a big ladder. But he wasn't hurt. He wasn't even bothered. His murals were all that mattered to him. He put everything he'd seen into them. Things from Antonio's hut, things from the Day of the Dead, the fiestas, scenes from the desert, from the jungle, everything. His murals were huge. There was nothing else like them in the world.
Un día estaba tan cansado que se quedó dormido y se cayó del andamio. Pero no se lastimó, ni siquiera se molestó. Sus murales eran lo único que le importaba. Incluyó en ellos todo lo que había visto en su vida. Las imágenes de la cabaña de Antonia, las imágenes del Día de los Muertos, de las fiestas, de las escenas del desierto y del bosque, de todo. Sus murales eran enormes. No había nada parecía en el mundo. And then, did you show? Here, look at that.
And this is one of the great big murals. Diego Rivera became a very famous artist. His paintings made people proud to be Mexican. They still do.
Diego Rivera llegó a ser un artista famoso. Sus pinturas hicieron que la gente se sintiera orgullosa de ser mexicana y todavía lo hacen.
Gracias, Jane.
De nada, es mi placer.
Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Happy 4th of July. And if you want to learn more about Diego, you may look him up because this is a biography. This is about a real person. So thanks for joining me at Miss Paula's place, well, in Sutton's Bay. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Adios.